think it's just my determination to get better every day. Even if how good you are, you should go out there and play like it's your last night. Play as like your last second of the game. Play as like your last second of practice. And I might be good right now, but there's somebody out there working hard as I am, trying to get better than LeBron, because they see I'm number one. So they want to be number one.
I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed.
I've always prided myself on saying, I want to be the greatest to ever play this game. And that came from a motivation to myself, my drive to be the greatest of all time.
Michael Jordan tells me one day he wants to be the best player to ever played here. And I said, well, you got to work harder than you did in high school. He said, I worked as hard as everybody else. I said, oh, excuse me. I thought you just told me you want to be the best player to ever play here. He said, I'm going to show you. Nobody will ever work as hard as I work.
I've been at the top for a long time, and I plan on being here for a long time as well. You know, and it's part of my drive, it's part of my hunger. When you get to this position,
you never get used to the pressure. You just learn to embrace it. Expectations aren't a burden, they're a privilege. Because it could be worse. No one could expect anything at all.
Don't worry about the haters, they ain't shit. Don't worry about the naysayers, because they ain't shit. Whenever you feeling a way about yourself, you look in the mirror and you say, you are the only thing that matter.
You know, everything happens for a reason, and there's a story to everything, and if you take time to realize, you know, what your dream is and what you really want in life, no matter what it is, whether it's sports, whether it's in other fields, you have to realize that there's always work to do, and you want to be the hardest working person in whatever you do, and you'll put yourself in position to be successful. A part of that is having the will to succeed. You know, knowing that you put the work in and have the confidence to let it show. What I tell people is just be the best version of yourself in anything that you do. You don't have to live anybody else's story. Sometimes people make it seem like you have to have certain prerequisites or a crazy life story in order to be successful in this world. But the truth is you really don't. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you have or don't have, what you lack, what you have too much of. All you need to have is faith in God, an undying passion for what you do, or what you choose to do in this life, and a relentless drive and the will to do whatever it takes to be successful and whatever you put your mind to. Make sure you live in the moment and work your butt off every single day. And I hope I inspire people all around the world to just be themselves, be humble, and be grateful for all the blessings in your life. Thank you very much.
Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner. That my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave me strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something I worked for every single day of my life. Maybe I destroyed the game. Or maybe you're just making excuses.
When you were starting out in the NBA in 2003, what would you tell younger LeBron about mental health?
Oh, wow. What would I tell younger Bryant about mental health? You have to protect that. You know, and it's okay sometimes to hold some stuff in, but if you hold it in too long, then, you know, it can become overwhelming. So, you know, to be able to have a friend or a parent or a guardian around that you can just talk to be able to just release that energy, release that, you know, that tension, you know, or anything. It could be, you know, for me, it could have been a big game that was coming up the next night, or, for you guys, it could be a big test or a quiz or something that's coming up. To be able to just talk to someone, I think that helps out a lot. So I would tell my younger self just to make sure you communicate it, let it be known how you're feeling, and talk about things.
Younger LeBron would appreciate that.
For sure, for sure.
I like to be one step ahead when it comes to seeing the game and to understanding what's going on and being observant. And if I can, train my mind to be there and to be sharp, and to really push me to that next level, then I think that's as important as, being physically ready as well. That means when everything's in sync and when I'm confident, the sky's the limit for what I'm able to accomplish.
If you somebody growing up without a mom, without a dad, without siblings, without a passion, without a goal, without life in general, bro, it's not over for you. The man above never gives us more than we can handle as individuals. No matter if you're a female, you're a male, don't matter who you are in life, everyone has a purpose. You just have to find that purpose and then tap into that purpose. You're gonna need somebody. None of us can do it by ourselves. And this is a true testament of the last 30 days that we've seen someone not be able to do it by himself. Lock in, believe in what you believe in. Nobody else matters. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to hold yourself to your truth. You have to hold yourself to your beliefs, and always believe in the power of the man above. Because nobody in the history of life been able to do it by themselves.
Amen.
Nobody.